Hello everyone. Today I am going to start with the artificial neural networks. So in this video I am going to explain to you about the fundamentals of neural networks, and I am going to explain the models of neural networks and its different types of connections, and at last the various terminologies which is used in artificial neural networks. Let's get started. Okay, what is artificial neural network? This artificial neural network is designed to develop a computational device which models the human brain. Okay, so for modeling the human brain, this artificial neural network was developed to perform various tasks. So actually we are developing this type of system because it is very faster than traditional system. Okay, so for example, if you are going to perform any task in traditional computers, it will take too much of time. But when you are going to use artificial neural network techniques, it can be completed within fewer minutes, within a short period. That is why we are going for artificial neural network. Okay, this it can be used for performing various tasks like classification, pattern recognition, optimization. So many examples we'll take. We can able to tell. Okay, so why this artificial neural network is developed? It is developed to design a computational device. Okay, you have to develop a computational device that mimics the functionality of human brain. Okay, to perform various tasks which are faster than traditional computers, traditional system. Okay, this is the definition of artificial neural network. You can say that this is the main objective of traditional system, main objective of ANN. So we can also say artificial neural network is an efficient information processing system. It's an efficient information processing system which resembles the characteristics of a biological neural network. It is nothing but human brain, biological neural network. Okay, so this is also one more definition of artificial network. It is an efficient information processing system which resembles the characteristics of biological neural networks. So how it is designed? Artificial neural network, it consists of largely interconnected processing elements called neurons. For example, in case of human brain, we have neurons, right? We call it as neurons. So it will be neurons will be there, and it will be connected through some communication will be there between the neurons. Yes, but how ANN is developed, as I have told you, that ANN is going to resemble the human brain. So here, instead of neurons, we are going to call it as nodes. Okay, this is called it, we are going to call it as nodes over here. So ANN possesses highly interconnected processing elements. So these are all processing elements. Those elements are called as nodes. Okay, and these elements are connected with other nodes using some connection link. Okay, so we will see how it has been how it is designed. Okay, so we can call it as nodes. Suppose we have two nodes and which is being connected to an output node, two input nodes which has been connected to an output node. Let me call this node as A and this node to be B and this node to be C. So here we have a connection link. Okay, this node A is connected to a node C and node B is connected to node C again, and from C there is an output which is going outside. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, as we all know, in biological neural network like human brain, what happens is there will be neurons will be there. So between the neurons they will be sending some signals. Likewise over here between the nodes you can also send some signals. So here activation signals, it is called as activation signals. X1, A is getting a signal called X1 and B is getting a signal called X2. Okay, and Y, from the output we are going to get a different output signal called Y. Okay, so this artificial neural network, it is going to resemble the characteristics of human brain. How it is going to resemble it? It's like here we are calling it as neurons, here we are going to call it as nodes, and nodes will be connected to the output nodes. So here input nodes, two input nodes A and B will be there, which is being connected to an output node called C, and input nodes will receive the signal X1 and X2 and it will give the output signal called Y. Okay, so now what happens is we will apply some weights. Okay, so between the nodes A and C we will have a weight called W1, and between the nodes B and C we will have a weight called W2. Okay, these are all the weights which has been assigned. So we will assign some weights between the nodes A and C, and we will assign some weight W2 between B and C. So how will you calculate the output signal? Will be output signal that is called Y input, that will be calculated as Y input is calculated as X1. This is an input signal, right? So this X1 is multiplied with X1 into W1. X1 multiplied with W1 plus X2 multiplied with W2, we will get, this is a formula which is used to find out the output signal. Output signal Y input is calculated by multiplying the input signal with the weights and multiplying plus X2 into W2. So in this diagram, I have considered only 3 nodes. Suppose for example, I am going to have 5 inputs. Okay, I am going to have 5 inputs and only one more output I have. How will I calculate the net, that is net output signal for this? So for this, how I have to calculate is, so each signal carries some weight, W1, W2, W3, W4 and W5. These are all the weights we will assign. Okay, this is Y input. Let me name this all this as A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so and all these nodes will receive the input signals X1, X2, X3, X4 and X5 and Y input. Y input will be equal to X1 W1 plus X2 W2 plus X3 W3 plus X4 W4 plus X5 W5. So this is how you have to calculate the Y input. So now we have calculated Y input. This is not the actual output. So when we want to get the actual output for the signal C, how we have to apply some function. That function Y will be, we have to apply the function to Y input. This function is called as activation function. So we need to apply some activation function to Y input and then we will get the actual output for the Y. So here what we are going to do is we are going to design an artificial neural network which resembles the characteristics of human brain. So in this, as I have told you, like human neurons will send signals to the nearby neurons by some link. Likewise over here also the nodes, the input nodes will receive the signal and they will be sending it to the nearby nodes. When it is sending each interconnection, they will ask some weights. So how will you calculate the output signal value will be, it will be calculated by multiplying this input signal with the weights carried over there. So it will be X1 W1, X2 W2, you will get the Y input. So this Y input will be X1 W1 plus X2 W2. But now you have to calculate the actual output. You have to apply some function over here. That is nothing but Y will be equal to F of Y input. This I'll tell you how to find out, how to apply this activation function. This is called as some activation function you have to apply. Then only you will get the actual output for this output node C. Okay, this is all about the basic architecture of your neural network. Now let's see how biological neural network is organized. So we all know human brain, it consists of huge number of neurons, approximately 10 to the power of 11. Okay, so we have in our human system, we have so much of neurons in our human system, like 10 to the power of 11 neurons are there in our human system, and it is being connected to other neurons, so interconnections will be there. Now we will see the schematic diagram of biological neuron. Okay, so this is the schematic diagram. You can see this, there you have your nucleus, okay, and this is called your cell body, or otherwise it is called as soma. So this is the cell body. The name of the cell body is soma. Okay, and this cell neuron is connected to nearby neurons. Okay, usually the neurons will send signals from one neuron to another neuron. Okay, so here the inside part is called as nucleus. So here only that nucleus is located, and the next there will be one nerve which is going outside from this neuron to another neuron. This is called as axon. Okay, and you have other parts nerve called dendrites. Okay, I'll tell you what all these terms are. So there are three main parts in this biological neuron. The one is soma or cell body, where inside this you have your nucleus is located. The second one is dendrites. You can see dendrites. This is nothing but a nerve which is used to connect it to the cell body. So using the small nerves only, one neuron will be connected to the another neuron. So these nerves are called as dendrites. And third one is axon. So this axon will carry the actual impulses. So when I'm going to touch this particular object, I'm getting a signal, right? I'm getting a signal, and this signal is passed to the neuron over here, and from there it will be sending the signal, that is signal to the next neuron. Likewise, the signal will be transmitted from one neuron to another neuron. At last it will go and reach my human brain. Likewise, over here also, this is an axon which carries an actual impulse of neuron. Okay, so these are the three main parts of biological neural network. Okay, so one is soma, cell body, where the cell nucleus is located. Next one is dendrites, where the nerve is connected to other cell body. An axon, it carries an actual impulses of neuron. Okay, and we can also see another term called synapse. This is nothing but each strand, it terminates with a small bulb-like organ. It is called a small bulb-like organ. It is terminated, and this part is called as synapses. So this is through this synapses that the neuron is introduced to another neuron. Okay, when the neuron is connected to another nearby neuron, so there will be a small bulb-like organ through which it will be connected to the next nearby neuron. This is called synapse. So these are the terms which is used in biological neuron. One is cell body, and we have dendrites. There will be small nerves which is connected to the cell body, that is called dendrites, and you have a small bulb-like organ that is called synapse. That is where the nearby neuron will send the impulse. It will get the inputs from other nearby neuron. It will receive it, and it will be sending it to the nearby neuron. It is called as axon. Through through a strand which is connected from one neuron to another neuron, that is called as axon. Now we will see how artificial neural network it is going to mimic this biological network. So as we all know, here neurons, here artificial neural network, we call it as nodes. So you can see this, since I have drawn only one neuron over here, I am going to explain to you with number of nodes. So each node, okay, there are, here in this diagram I have given you n number of nodes. So x1, x2, I have named it as x1, x2, etc. up to xn. So these are the nodes which is being connected to the output node called y. Okay, and each node will have some impulse, that is called, it will carry some weights. Okay, so that is called W1. So between x1 and y, we have a weight called W1, and x2 and y, it is associated weight is W2, and between xn and y, we have a weight called W1. So how we will calculate the math, how we will solve a problem is that, so when you are going to, first we have mimic the human brain, that is like biological neural network. Now we have to apply this type of concept to solve a problem. So how we are going to solve the problem is that, so first we need to find out the y value. So output y will be calculated by multiplying this input signal with the weights. So it is nothing but y input will be equal to x1 w1 plus x2 w2 plus etc. up to xn w1. So in short we can write it as I is equal sigma I equal to 1 to n xi into wi. That is what I have written here, sigma y input. So after calculating it, you have to find out the actual output. Actual output will be equal to applying some activation function to this y input. So when you apply this particular activation function, you will get the actual output for this particular node. This is how the nodes will be sending the information to the nearby nodes, and nearby nodes will find out the actual output like this. Is it okay? So when we compare this biological network with artificial neural network, we can say that these are all the nerves which is being connected from one neuron to another neuron. They are called as dendrites, and these interconnections are called as dendrites, and this is a cell body where the calculation is done, and this we can call it as an axon. Axon carries an actual impulse of that particular connection. Okay, this is called axon. This is how we can compare the biological neuron with artificial neural network. Okay, so next we will see the differences between the brain and the computer. The comparison, how comparison can be made between the human brain and the computer. First, I have given you a small diagram where I have made a comparison between the human brain and computer in terms of processing elements. So, in processing elements in human brain, there can be 10 to the power of 14 processing elements or neurons will be there. And in computers, we can have so many transistors. It may range from 10 to the power of 8 to any range. So, it is based on the application. We will be choosing this transistors 10 to the power of 8. And the element size is 10 to the power of minus 6. It is also here 10 to the power of minus 6 over here. And energy, it is 30 watts. Here also it is 30 watts based on the CPU. Processing speed is 100 hertz, and this is 10 to the power of 9 hertz. Okay, that means the speed of the computer is more than the human brain. Suppose if you want to do some calculation, if you are going to use a calculator, it can able to do it within a second, right, within a millisecond. But human brain takes some time. That is, it is processing speed is faster in computer than human brain. Style of computation, here it is parallel. Suppose we can able to think multiple, that is you can able to have multiple you can think in parallel, and it is distributed. So like one hand can do one work, another hand can do another work, so it is distributed over here, style of computation. But in case of computer, it is serial. So one you have to finish this work, then you go on proceeding with next work. So it is serial, and all the connection, it is centralized. It is only the CPU, it is going to control all other parts. So it is centralized. And coming to fault tolerant, yes, it is fault tolerant. So if anything goes wrong, it can be rectified. But here it is not like that. Suppose the system goes failure, then we have to replace it with some other that is like parts. And coming to this intelligence, it is usually intelligence, human brain, but here it is not. Okay, and learning capacity, here brain is having a learning capacity, but computer is not having a learning capacity. So this is the differences between human brain and the computer. Okay, next we will see the comparison between artificial neural network and biological neural network, that is called brain. Here I have given a comparison between brain and computer. Now we will see the differences between ANN and biological. It is same only, but I am going to give some comparison techniques. First one is speed. In speed, artificial neural network, it works in few nanoseconds, but brain or biological neural network, it works in few milliseconds. So it says that artificial neural network works faster than biological neural network. Okay, so the time of executing any task, it will take only few nanoseconds. Okay, 10 to the power of minus 9, but here it will take few milliseconds. Okay, next is processing. Coming to this processing, biological neural network, that is called human brain, can perform parallel operation simultaneously. You can able to perform parallel operation, but in artificial neural network, it can also perform several operation parallelly, but it is when it is compared with human brain, it is slower only, but the execution will be faster. Okay, but here what happens is biological neural network, parallel operations can be done simultaneously also, but when compared to ANN, it is more parallel operations can be done. okay, in biological neural network. Coming to size and complexity, coming to this, you can have 10 to the power of 11 neurons and there will be so many interconnections. So what happens is complexity of the human brain, complexity will be more in human brain, but in case of the artificial neural network, it depends upon the chosen application. So based on the application, this artificial neural network size and also complexity will vary. Coming to the storage capacity, here the human brain, it stores, that is like biological neuron, stores the information even in interconnections, or it can store it in synapses, okay. But here it is stored only in contiguous memory location. Suppose it is storing in one location, then next it will go and store in the next contiguous memory location. Likewise, it gets stored. So what happens is continuous loading of new information may sometimes overload the memory location. Okay, in that case, there will be some of the older memory location will be destroyed. In that case, we need to go for, that is like in that case only, we need new memory hard disk, something like that. But here, the interconnections can be stored in, that is like the information can be stored in interconnection or even in synapses. If more information to be stored, it can be adjusted in the interconnections as well. Tolerance, so there is no fault tolerant, here it is more fault tolerant, okay. So here that is like this, because it can, since it is storing the information in the interconnections, okay, even if one interconnection gets disconnected, it can get the information from nearby neuron. But here it is not, it is not fault tolerant. If any one of the interconnection get disconnected, means we cannot able to we cannot able to send the information from one node to another node, so it is not fault tolerant. Coming to the control mechanism, everything is controlled by central processing unit, but here there is no control unit to monitor the brain, okay. These are the differences between artificial neural network and biological neural network. So I have explained to you what is artificial neural network, and I have explained to you about that is like how artificial neural network is calculated, how you are going to solve a problem using artificial neural network. A simple network has been given for you, and then I have explained to you a biological neural network, so how it has been organized and the three main parts of biological neural network, and how it is compared with artificial neural network, how it is going to mimic the human brain, that is also been explained to you. So it is going to, here neurons are called as nodes over here. Since like neurons, it is carrying the signal, likewise the nodes also will carry the information, it will send it to the nearby neuron, and each neurons will be connected using weights will be associated between each interconnection, and using this we will be calculating the output signal. Output signal will be calculated by multiplying the input signal with the weights associated between the input nodes and output nodes, and after which we will apply some activation function to get the actual output. I will be explaining to you actual activation function in future videos, okay. Next, I have explained the differences between brain and the computer, and the comparison between artificial neural network and biological neural network. Thank you for watching this video.